Hey guys, it's me, your girl, Allison, again. You know who I is, and if you don't, subscribe and then you'll find out. So last week, and the week before that, I was talking so much about this book, Bread Baking for Beginners. And the kind of baker that I am, I love to just kind of take a regular recipe and do something of my own to it. That's just how I've always been. I like to mess around. Sometimes, actually, most of the time, it doesn't work out. But sometimes it does, and when it does, it is like perfect. So I'm gonna be following this book again, Bread Baking for Beginners by Bonnie O'Hara. Link will be down in the description. If you haven't heard about it, go look it up. I'm telling you, you will love this book. It's so great and easy. Makes bread making so it makes bread making foolproof. And last week I went for one of the hardest recipes in the book, which is the sourdough. If you haven't watched that yet, you should go ahead and watch it. The link will be in the description. But today, I'm gonna go to the very first recipe in the book, because why not go from hard to easy, you know? That's what most people do. So I'm gonna be following this no-knead bread recipe, but I'm gonna do a little bit of my own twist on it. So I'm gonna be turning this no-knead bread into a no-knead whole grain bread. So instead of all-purpose flour, I'm gonna be using this sprouted wheat flour. This is the flour that a couple weeks back I tried to make a loaf of bread, and it did not work out for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna be very careful with this flour today. It calls for just yeast, which, plain active dry yeast, and then salt. I'm gonna be using special Celtic sea salt, because I'm a fancy bitch over here. And then lastly, obviously water. Those are the 4 base ingredients, but to kind of make it a little bit more whole grainy, I'm gonna be adding a couple other things. To start off, I'll be adding some whole flax seeds, so we can give it a little bit more nutritional value. I'm going to be toasting some sesame seeds to put in there also. And I'm also going to be adding in some pumpkin seeds. And with all of this together, this bread is going to be the super healthy bread. I'm going to freeze it so I can have it for weeks to come. Hopefully, that's if it turns out good, which I'm hoping that it does. We'll find out together. This will be an adventure. Me and my celery juice are going to get started. Ugh. Trying to drink this to combat the Benadryl hangover that I have right now. Shout out to Hives, you guys rock. Okay, yeah, let's do this, okay? Ugh. So to start off, we're gonna mix together the water, which is 375 grams, and the yeast, which is 8 grams. And then I'm just gonna slosh this around with my fingers, get it a little combined. Now I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes until this starts to activate, so it'll get a little foamy at the top. And then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now we're getting a little bit of foaming starting to happen, so I'm gonna add the flour directly on top. And then the salt. And then we're gonna use our hands and start to mix that all together. Alright, so now this is gonna rest for about 20 minutes so that the flour can absorb the water a little bit better. It already smells really good. And then once we put it onto the counter to start folding it, I'm gonna add in those nuts and seeds. We're gonna flour the surface just a little bit. And typically you can just fold it directly in the bowl, but I want to do this on the countertop because I'm the boss. So I'm just going to spread the flour around a little bit. Got a nice ball. So then I'm going to put it back into the original bowl. I'm gonna take some of this flour and transfer it onto a towel. We don't waste flour over here. Not especially now that we buy all the expensive flour. We ain't gonna waste nothing. I'm just gonna put this over, and now it's gonna rise for about an hour and a half. So I'll show you what it looks like then. Alright, so my dough has doubled in size. So now I'm going to scrape it out here. And then off to the side, I have a flour lined basket, just like in my last video. So now I'm gonna flatten this out a little bit, and I'm gonna be doing some letter folds to build some gluten up and get this a little tighter. So I'm gonna be folding it over like this, and then turning it, and then folding it like this. And then we're gonna keep doing that. So I'm gonna press it out, and then fold it like this, and then like this. Okay, so now this is pretty tight. So I'm gonna start to kind of shape it like this to a nice little ball shape. I'm just gonna kind of press itself against the counter like this and round to start to create that seal. And then I'm going to put it, the recipe says to put it seam side up so that this jagged part will be the top, but I want to do this, and I'm going to score the top instead. So let's put it down like that. Sprinkle a little bit of flour on top. Alright, and then now I'm going to set it in the proofing box, aka the microwave, with a cup of boiling water for about an hour and a half. And then, in the meantime, I'm going to heat up a Dutch oven in the oven on 475 while this is proofing, so the oven can get nice and hot. So here's this loaf of bread. Looks beautiful. Smells like bread. So now let's cut into it and then taste it. Okay, I'm gonna just try this little end piece. Pretty good. I can taste the health. Good. This would be perfect for like avocado toast, sandwiches, whatever. Definitely good. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos almost every week. Like this video, give it a nice big thumbs up. Stay tuned next week to watch me probably make bread again because I have a freaking problem. But yeah, see ya. Don't forget to use code VEGCAT for 10% off your order at artyanimals.com. He told you to do it too.